Have you ever felt this weird feeling having walking away from a conversation before? Like something is feeling unsettled, like something just didn't sit right. You couldn't quite put your finger on it. That little discomfort, that mental tug of war that you feel in your head is just cognitive dissonance. It's basically that uneasy feeling when our actions don't align with our beliefs, or when we hear something that changes what we thought was true. And it happens more times than we realize. Such as, for example, take after me during Eid this year. I had a little argument during the family gathering with my cousin over Starbucks because of all the things that are happening in Gaza. Her beliefs is that an American company is supporting the Israelis, and my thought process is more on the neutral spot. So basically, when I said what I said, what's happening in her brain is that our brains crave consistency, and then where there's a mismatch, we feel the tension. It's basically like, because what was said does not align with one's own internal beliefs. So when we feel that, we usually react in one of three ways: denial, justification, and change. And then it's actually from that last one change that cognitive dissonance is uncomfortable, it's also a sign of growth. My cousin, she took the time, we paused, questioned, and reconsidered, and then from there, we stretch our understanding. So for my cousin's understanding is that, not all, you don't need to hate all the American companies for what's happening. And it broadened her thinking, her reasoning, and she apologized, because again, that was something that should not be said to a family member. Or, for example, when my parents and I were traveling in our car up to Sumadong, my mom always tells me to get off my phone because I've been on it for a long time. And there it happens again, that little unease I feel in my brain because what was said mismatched with what I believe in. And then I responded with the other ways, justification, saying, "Mom, there's nothing I could do out here besides sleeping," for example. So that was my mind's way of justification, or doubling down to avoid admitting that I'm wrong. That's basically how this works. So now I believe that you all know a little bit more about cognitive dissonance, and that even during any day of any year, even during Eid, you can feel cognitive dissonance basically. So, but it's also good to note that while cognitive dissonance is your mind resisting to conflicting ideas, it's also one of the best ways for growth and to increase our understanding and our changes with others, because it's in those most uncomfortable moments that lead to the most meaningful changes. For example, my cousin at the end of that conversation, my cousin learned to change as well in her thought process. And for me, even though I did double down, I did understand where my mom was going when she made her argument about me using my phone a lot. So I hope you all enjoyed listening up. Thank you.